was a beautiful team, all 14. He seems sharp and rested. Having a team like that and going on to your 24, they're going to come out of here. And because of that time differential, remember, he went out next to last. He's got time on those teams in front of him. But if I was a betting person looking at animals, we got a lot of miles to go. We're only a third of the way into this race. Everything can change, absolutely everything. But that is the strongest dog team I've seen. And I back that up by saying it was the strongest dog team I saw in Roan as well.
Whoa! Whoop, I just dropped my glasses. That's big news. And of course, Pete has won it before, so he's got the experience, Bruce, right, to do what he's got to do to keep himself in position. I think, every year it's really about game management and being able to manage your team through the conditions that this trail and Mother Nature throw at you. And this year it's heat, it's warmth, and being able to manage your team through hydration and food and that all-important run-rest schedule. But it's normally about, 6 hours on, 4 hours off, or whatever. This year it's about looking and being visionary and trying to plan that rest during those key 4, 5, or 6 hours in the middle part of the day. It's a whole other factor that you have to worry about when it's this warm.
It is, but now let's look back at that. What time is Pete going to come off this 24-hour break?
Yeah.
Perfect time of day.
Yeah.
For a long run right away. Get out there, get close to, that out into that long run to Iditarod, take a nice break and go on into Iditarod. He's sitting in a really great position right now. Yeah. But that team that's what you dream of having. That's really a nice team.
Bruce is impressed.
I've seen a lot of dog teams so have you.
Yeah.
And when you see one like that, it stands out.
Yeah, it does. I agree. 3 more teams on the way here. Matthew Failer, Eddie Burke Jr., Milla Porsild. That, according to the tracker, the only other 3 teams that are out of McGrath. It looked like Kelly Maxner was shut down in McGrath, and nobody else in McGrath yet, Bruce. And so this lead pack has really separated itself.
Yeah, it has early in the game. And I think one reason for that is just this aspect of the heat they've had the last few days has made a lot of people reel in a little bit. Now, I'll be interested to see where a few teams back there take their 24-hour, like Jesse Royer. Yeah. And, some of the other people that really know how to race this trail, how that's all going to come into play as well. But, yeah, a lot of racing to go.
And I'm going to be interested when we get to know him to look back on the race of Nick Petit. Decided to take the 24-hour rest in Nikolai. We have not seen that from a winning team since 1992 when Martin Boozer won his first Iditarod. So it's going to be interesting to look back and see how that factors into this.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that because, we're up the trail here. But, he talked to me when we were in Roan, and he said, what would you think of taking the 24-hour here in Roan, which used to be a very popular place, and getting the dogs all revved back up and then just running straight to Nikolai? And then we talked about different aspects like going straight to Nikolai a long run and giving them a break on your 24, or going part way across that long run like Martin Boozer used to do at the place we call Salmon River, and then going to McGrath. And he picked going to Nikolai. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he comes up here as well. Did he do that strategically, thinking about it's been really hot, I'll just lay back for a while? Did he do it because he thought the dogs needed more rest? You got to remember, he's been racing those dogs through the winter. He won the Copper Basin 300, so he's a player.
It's a great team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great team. And a little history. Boozer pushed that 24-hour rest in 1992 to Nikolai. Jeff King in 1993 brought the world to Takotna to take a 24-hour rest. And then in 1995, it was Doug Swingley that pushed it all the way out to Iditarod. And really, the race was changed forever when that happened.
Yeah, it used to seem crazy to go that far, and for the strong teams, and particularly teams that like Brent, who had run the Yukon Quest. In the Yukon Quest, you don't get to pick where you're going to take your 24. It's at a set place about halfway through. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal to them, and Brent's one of those past Yukon Quest champion.
I think everybody's getting ready. We must have another dog team on the way. If my memory serves me right, this is Matthew Failer, I believe, coming, and then it should be Eddie Burke Jr. followed by Milla.
Right, and a little bit about a checkpoint. You might look behind us and go, how do they know there's a dog team? There's two things. One, there's a river crossing a couple miles away, and the locals know that whenever a dog team crosses the river, there's like a 3-minute window you can see their headlight. The second warning that is never wrong is the local dogs and dog teams in a village hear a team coming miles out and they all start barking, and everybody knows to come out. The dog teams never fail us.
That's for certain. Okay. We're going to get over there and watch this team come in, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be watching Matthew Failer arriving in Takotna. And I'm pretty sure Matthew's going to stop here for his 24. We'll see.